You want referrals, and you know that asking for more referrals will get them for you. However, most people don't want to ask for referrals because we're afraid of the no. We don't want that rejection. And so you might be wondering, okay, what's the best way? How to ask for referrals? Hi, my name is Tiffanie Kellog, and I love referrals. Hopefully you do too. And in today's video, we're going to talk about how do we get more referrals in our business. And it's actually a two-part conversation. We're going to talk about how do we ask for referrals, as well as what is the request when we ask. So the who are we looking for? And we're actually going to start with the who and then move to the how. Many times when people say, who's a good referral for you? It's kind of like, yeah, anybody. And what happens in our mind is actually nothing. It's almost like crickets, where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, anybody? No, I don't know anybody. And so what we want to do instead is we want to be specific to be terrific when it comes for asking for referrals. Speaking of be specific to be terrific, I remember one day I was like, hey, honey, I'm going to the store to get some groceries. You want anything? And I actually wasn't going to the store. I was ordering through Instacart. However, I was like, what can I get for you? And he's like, hey, honey, bring me a beer. I'm like, all right, what kind of beer do you want? And he's like, you know what I like? And I'm like, you like everything. This is my husband, Rob, giving me that look in front of our beer wall. Those are all beers that we've tried in the past that we've enjoyed. There's very few that we haven't enjoyed. And so I was feeling a little pressured because I want to get him something good. I could just order what I like, but I wanted to get what he wanted. So finally, he's like, okay, I'll take a brown ale. I'm like, perfect. I go to Instacart. Here were the 4 options that popped up. I'm like, oh, okay, Newcastle it is. Made it so much more simple because I knew exactly what it was that he was looking for. When I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, oh, hey, who do you want me to refer you to? Like, oh, just anybody. Or like, who are you connected to on LinkedIn? Well, I went to my LinkedIn and I've got 6,500 connections. That's a lot to go through. But if you were to say, hey, I'm looking for the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, it's much easier to narrow it down and see I have, a handful of those connections, and now I know where to start from. I think the opportunity that we have to be specific, to be terrific when it comes to our referral request is so powerful. For example, I love doing speaking engagements. Awesome. Could I be more specific and narrow it down to networking groups or to Chamber of Commerce's, taking it even more narrow? Specifically, I could say, I'm looking to work with the Greater Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce. Now, if you're freaking out thinking, oof, that's maybe a little too specific, I could always say I'm looking to speak with Chamber of Commerce's like the Greater Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce. So we've got that really specific, and we take it back a little bit. Because here's the thing, the human mind, we can go from really specific and work our way out, but we're not going to be able to go from generic and work our way in. I've got some examples of some specific referral requests from some of the Referrals for Life community members. Female first responders in Palm Harbor who does CrossFit. And if you're thinking, where is Palm Harbor? Insert a town near you there. Couples whose last child just moved out of the house that loves bike riding and visiting craft breweries. A single mama in Tampa that is always declining calls from creditors because she is past due. Women suffering from infertility that are actively trying to get pregnant. So as you're thinking about, okay, what is your referral request? Do me a favor in the comments below. Tell us who is your specific referral request. Though do know sometimes options are a beautiful thing. So it could be that you're asking for the referral. You can also ask for the referral to the referral source. So what's a profession that can refer you all day, every day? And if you're not sure, fret no more. I have a program called MORE Referrals, 5 Steps to Referral Success. I'll put the link in the description below. It is free. And step 2 actually talks about those referral sources that can pass you referrals all day, every day. And I'll tell you what, these are going to be the best referral sources. We actually talk about the fact that there's 8 different kinds of referral sources. That's in another video. However, a lot of people think clients should be your best. Nope, there's one even better. And that's going to be your contact sphere relationships. And if you're not sure, again, who that is, you can check out the MORE Referrals program to get additional information. All right, so you can also ask for, the prospect, the referral source. It could be, I'm looking for speaking engagements. I want to do podcast interviews. I need sponsors for my events. It gives you the opportunity to ask. So instead of, anybody's good for me, be specific about whom you're asking for. And that gets us over to the how. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, a lot of people don't ask for referrals because they're afraid of getting a no. They don't want that rejection. And here's your eTiffanie for the video. That's your epiphany from Tiffanie. If you ask for a referral and you get a no, you're doing it wrong. Most people say, do you know anybody that needs my product or service? However, when you ask in that way, the brain, which is inundated by tens of thousands of stimuli on a daily basis and can only process 2,000 to 2,500, it's like, nope, move on, next. Instead, how you want to ask for referrals. I'm expanding my business and I need your help. Who do you know who? And then you insert your specific referral request. You never want to say, who do you know who needs my product or service? Who do you know who would value what I do? Because you're putting too much of a demand on the person you're asking. So you always want to make it as easy as possible. Remember the easy button? That's what you'd want to do when it comes to referrals. So tell us specifically, I'm expanding my business and I need your help. Who do you know who is the membership director for the local Chamber of Commerce? I'm expanding my business and I need your help. Who do you know who runs a podcast mainly focused on women business owners that brings in outside guests? I'm expanding my business and I need your help. Who do you know who? And now you get to insert that specific referral request. Now, what you're going to find is from this, people, the way the human mind works, they can't say no to you. They're going to have to think about it. They're going to have to work with you to be able to generate that referral. Now, if they say, yes, I know, and they give you the person's name, no, it's not that I'm going to go right away and call them up. I'm going to have a conversation with the person. Oh, how do you know them? What about them do you know? Get some information and then determine what's going to be the best way to have them refer you. Is it a phone call? Is it an email introduction? Is it a text message? What's going to be the best way to introduce you? And so create that conversation. Utilize your referral source to help you get in front of your referrals. You can use this to ask your customers for referrals. You can use this to ask your patients, your clients for referrals. This is how you're going to be asking for referrals. And this also can be used online. I have a client, Wes, who did this very thing on Facebook. And he shared, I'm expanding my business and I need your help. Who do you know who owns a gym? From this, he got 5 new clients. 5 new clients just from a single post. And so I think this is an amazing way that you can utilize your social media, whether that be Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever else is cool while you're watching this video. Utilize this to ask people for the referral so they can refer you to your ideal client. Now, I know we've covered a little bit about asking for referrals, and I mentioned the MORE Referrals program. We do also talk about this in the MORE Referrals program. That is one of the 5 steps, asking for referrals. So if you want to take a fresh look at this content from, a different video, a different article that was written, I would love to have you pop over. Again, it's free to subscribe. And here's the thing. One of the reasons I think referrals are so powerful is because they do so much more than just be easier to close and give you a decent amount of money. So I'm actually going to turn it over to me. I know that's kind of weird. Tiffanie turning it over to Tiffanie with some referral facts on why referrals are so important. When it comes to growing your business, referrals are typically the preferred method of growing your business because they come in easier, they're less expensive. Though we've got some really cool referral facts that let you know even more so why you want referrals. Now, I do want to share these are across industry statistics, so it's multiple professions. So you may be thinking, oh, mine's higher or lower. I totally get it. It may vary, but across industry, here are some referral facts for you. 1 out of 20 prospects cold called or directly prospect will likely buy from you. 1 out of 6 referred prospects will likely buy from you. And the goal and incentive is that we help get that to 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 3, 1 out of 2. And what if almost every prospect that was referred to you closed? Now, when it comes to referred clients, do you think they stay with you 2, 3, 4 times longer on average? The correct answer is 4. Referred clients typically buy more from you. Is it 1 to 2 times, 2 to 3 times, 3 to 4 times more within the first year? They buy how much more? The correct answer is 3 to 4 times more. Referred clients are actually more likely to refer you. Is that 1.5 times, 2, 2.5 times more. The correct answer is 2.5 times more likely to refer you. Referred prospects are amazing and they're easier to close typically. And now we know that those referrals will give us more money, stay clients longer, and be much more likely to refer us. Woohoo! Wow, yes. Referrals, muy importante and so powerful in your business. So do me a favor in the description below. Let me know how it goes when you start asking for referrals. If you want me to check it out, at Tiffanie Kellog is my handle for just about all the social media. So you can tag me on that or hashtag eTiffanie will also pull it up. I look forward to seeing what you've got going on. While you're down there, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tips on how to get more referrals. Happy networking, y'all.